Hello there, Sari here again. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own template for a box looking like this, and this is just the base for it. I haven't really had the time to decorate it yet. I'm thinking of making myself some Christmas boxes where it says God Jul, which means Merry Christmas in Swedish. And I'm keeping the lid like so you can actually open it up, pick this, fill this box with goodies, or just keep it shut and put a bread or something there just to decorate the thing. You could also pierce a hole in there and just put a string or something so you could keep it, have it hanging from a Christmas tree or whatever you feel like. So I'm going to start off with a piece of A4 sized paper, and I'm using my score pal here, and I'm going to give you this recipe in inches, and that's just because it's so much easier than the centimeters actually. So I'm starting off by scoring at 10. I'm going backwards this time because I found out that since I'm right-handed, it's easier for me to go from the right to left. So 10 was the first mark, and then it's going to be 7.5. And the next one is going to be 5. And I need to mind the camera here. The last one is going to be 2.5. And then I'm going to turn the paper over and I'm going to go for 7.5. And I'm just going to mark this because this is the bit I'm going to cut away from this paper. So that's going to be something that I can just throw in the rubbish can. 7.5, and then I'm going to 5, and guess what? 2.5. So that's basically it when it comes to scoring. And I'm just going to take this one away. And I'm putting out my Tonic Studios paper trimmer, and as I told you before, I'm going to cut away a piece of paper here, and I'm just lining that one up in the groove. So now I'm left with 3 squares that actually measure 2.5 times 2.5 inches. I should also remind you of what the template looks like. So there are 2 pieces, and then there's a long one, and then there's one and one just for the cover. So this is what I'm trying to do right now, and I'll do so by I forgot myself right now. I'm going to do a little bit of cutting. Actually, I think I'll start by cutting out these. So I'm just putting it in the trimmer, and since this paper trimmer has got those guidelines like so, I know that I can start from the top and just stop there at the line here. I hope you can see this. Barely you can see it, I see. And then I just continue down here and do the same thing. Then I move the paper over and I repeat the same thing. Cut it down there and then just continue. And now you have that slip. And then I'm turning the paper over. I'm doing it so quickly by now, I'm just not thinking about what I do. I also need to do some cutting at the end part, the one that's going to be the opening lid, so to speak. So I cut that away like that, and then I can actually fold these in. It makes it so much easier. I could of course do the cutting with these as well, because they need to be cut anyway. So do the same thing, cut them down there and just lift it up and continue like further down. But now the problem is of course to remember where I had what. But if you just keep in mind that you have this small slit here and just leave one on the side there. I'm sorry for making such a mess here. What I'm trying to say is that this is the small lid and this is something that you need to save here. I'm going to fold this one inwards so it will help me not cut that piece away when I'm doing the cut of all of these together. If you can see the line here, I'm actually going to put that at the 2 centimeter mark on the paper trimmer. I can actually see those grades down here. So I'm just putting down the lever here I'm cutting away all 4 at once. And now I want to do the same thing on the other side. Just remember to fold that one in. And then just fold these on the other side as well, so you have some kind of a hint of where you had those lines. And just drag that one to this 2 centimeter mark there. And pull these ones out. And I just like to cut it from upwards and down. So now I've got this shape here going on. What I need to do now in order to achieve this is to just cut away some parts. As you can see, I need to cut away this bit here on both sides. I'm going to do that. I'll start with that actually. Although I could have made it a little bit simpler, but I'm just going to do this way, just to show you. So now we're almost done. As you can see, I need to do some diagonal cutting now. So just going to fold these. And in order to make this one go into the box a little bit more easily, I'm cutting away small diagonal cuts here, and I'm keeping it really trimmed up at the edge over there. I'm going to do the same thing with the all of the other sides, and that's just because I want to keep it simple when I put these into the box. The same thing goes for this one. Cut away that snip and cut away that one as well. And now I just wanted to show you a trick I just discovered. Try to make sure you have these all even, and then just cut both of them at the same time. That saves you a little bit of time, I think. And you can do the same thing with the 2 overlapping pieces here as well. And this one. Let's see what we've got right now. Does it look anything at all like the one I had? It actually does, doesn't it? So now all you're left with is actually just fold these these folds, fold the folds, and just try and have a look, see what it looks like. And when you're going to fold this in, you just tuck these inwards. I haven't actually folded that one yet. I'm using pretty sturdier paper. I mean, this one weighs 300 grams, and I just like it because it's so strong and it functions with all different kinds of tasks I'm actually using. So I'm keeping the lid part here, and I'm just folding these inwards, and now I've got something looking like this. And now you're actually free to decorate it however you please. So I'm hoping this was helpful to you. If you want to keep this closed, of course, you could put it inside and just have a closed square or whatever you call this. But I'm thinking of actually keeping it like so because I like the effect. Then I could play around with 2 different kinds of pattern paper there. So perhaps I'll make a second video showing what I've made with these. Just wanted to give you a head start. I'm saying bye bye for now.